So it's the final home game of the regular season on Friday night. No doubt you'll be looking to go out with a bit of a bang.
Definitely. I think we are really keen, as we've done all season, to perform in front of our home crowd against a good side, and take us into the playoffs with some momentum. That's important for us. So kind of last regular home game is one that we want to perform well in.
And no doubt looking to build on the performance at Plymouth last weekend. How close was that to being your best performance of the season?
It's got to be up there. I thought the boys really went there with the right attitude. Our senior players led by example. Some of our younger players really brought a lot to the party. So it was quite a complete performance in many ways, and we didn't take our foot off the gas either, which perhaps we've been guilty of in the past. We're pretty ruthless, which is something we've wanted to develop for this time of the season, if you like, the business end of the season. Perhaps Plymouth, by their own by their own sort of standards, weren't maybe at the races to the best that they can be. But then I think it's only about what you can perform and play against what's in front of you. And we played against what's in front of us very well that day. And I thought, like I said, it was a ruthless performance.
And 4 tries from Ollie Robinson. Just talk about his form at the moment. How well is he playing?
He's going really well. He's been, for me, a standout for us, especially in attack. His work at the back of driving lineouts is exceptional. He understands that role really well and executes it really well. His link-up play is superb. There's other areas that Ollie needs to keep polishing and keep on top of, but his general performance has been excellent, and along with a lot of other players of the last week or so. And I think that's what's pleasing about the Plymouth game, that it wasn't just one person, it was a number of players that came through and played really well.
This time last week, Andy Robinson hinted there were still places up for grabs for the end of season playoffs. After Saturday, are there less places up for grabs, or does it almost more places up for grabs because everyone played so well?
Yeah, possibly more. I mean, I think it does throw in the mix a couple of names that perhaps hadn't been in the mix in recent weeks, and that's what's quite exciting about our squad at the moment. We've got a number of players returning from injury that are going to be, perhaps in terms of a Bristol shirt, household names to Bristol, playing for Bristol, and they're going to be in competition with a couple of boys now that maybe have taken their opportunity in recent weeks and applied pressure, and that's exactly where we need to be and want to be. We want to be a competitive squad, boys fighting for places, boys really eager to get in that team, and that's, ultimately at playoff time, it's going to be about a squad. Everybody in that time of year is going to pick up injuries and bumps, and we've got to be able to manage them, and having a competitive squad is part of that process.
How big a blow losing Ian Evans for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the negative of the weekend was that, and Ian's been fantastic recently, and his leadership has been excellent, and obviously the experience and his playing ability is speaks for itself. So it was a blow, and it is a blow, and it's a huge blow for him. I know how disappointed he is, because he was desperate to play for Bristol and for Bristol succeed at the tail end of the season, and he was really hitting form to be able to do that. But unfortunately for him and for us, that's not happened. But we do have a number of players coming back. Like I said, Mark Sorensen on his way back from injury, and chomping at the bit to be back in there playing for Bristol, which is pleasing. Glenn Townsend and Ben Glynn have been excellent for us this year, and as has Joe Joyce, who's kind of coming up through the ranks, and he's performed recently. So we've got 4 out-and-out second rows that are going to be fit to play for us, fingers crossed. And we've also got Ryan Jones who can go in there if necessary.